The architecture of liberation, standing on the shoulders of the Pacesetters. Introduction. The 100-year cycle. To understand the giant we honor today, we must understand the divine math of our freedom. History operates on an exacting, century-long cycle. Every 100 years, a door opens, an old battle returns, and a master builder is called forward. Think back to the late 1700s and the American Revolution, where the ancestors of Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois secured their physical freedom, planting the seed of intellectual liberation. Exactly 1 century later, in 1865, came the emancipation. In a single flash, 4 million black souls moved from a world where reading was illegal to a world where they had to build a black infrastructure from scratch, founding our beloved historically black colleges and universities. Fast forward another century to 1965, the apex of school desegregation, the ultimate testing ground for our institutional survival. And here we stand in 2026, exactly 1 century after Dr. Carter G. Woodson launched Negro History Week in 1926. That same cyclical threat returns. Political forces are trying to strip the truth of black excellence and slavery from our textbooks. They want to delete our blueprints, but they forgot one thing. We are industrial high proud. We are Pacesetter proud. And we are Black history proud. Today, we honor the master builder who ensured our history could never be deleted. Dr. Carol W. Hayes. Phase 1. Preparing for the assignment. This continuous tug of war between emancipation and erasure required a special architect. Dr. Carol W. Hayes was meticulously engineered by God to protect that very infrastructure. Born in Kentucky in 1897, he gathered the raw materials of character on the hallowed grounds of Fisk University and Tennessee State University. Surrounded by the rigorous scholarship of early black academia, Hayes learned a definitive lesson. Education without identity is nothing more than indoctrination. God then sent him into the intellectual belly of the beast, Columbia University, to secure his master's degree. He mastered the establishment's educational theories, not to assimilate, but to weaponize that knowledge for the children of the segregated South. As an orator, singer, and athlete, Hayes was crafted to command an auditorium, navigate a hostile whiteboard, and fiercely protect a segregated from society classroom. He was prepared to anchor an empire right here in Birmingham. Phase 2. The training grounds. Arriving in Birmingham, Dr. Hayes stepped directly onto the proving grounds of the Jim Crow South. He was assigned to Industrial High School, the legendary A.H. Parker High School, as the trusted assistant to the pioneer himself, Dr. Arthur H. Parker. They formed an unshakable alliance. Dr. Parker managed the physical bricks and mortar and discipline, while Dr. Hayes engineered the academic standards and libraries of the future. During this era, white school board administrators refused to set foot in black schools to handle day-to-day operations. In their desire to separate, they unwittingly handed Dr. Hayes total autonomy. He rose to become the director of Negro schools, serving in every practical sense as the absolute superintendent of black education in Birmingham. Hayes executed his vision with flawless precision. He established a functioning library in every single black school, built a professional teacher's library at Parker High, and used his administrative authority as a shield. He insulated vulnerable black teachers from white supremacist backlash so they could teach our children with safety, power, and dignity as they pursued their right to vote. Phase 3: the Alabama Vanguard and the HBCU pipeline. Dr. Hayes knew a local system is only as strong as its regional network. To engineer a future that outlasted segregation, he built an elite vanguard of leaders stretching across the state and the nation. Nationally, he walked in lockstep with Dr. Carter G. Woodson, serving on the national editorial board of the Negro History Bulletin to route our true history straight into the Southern classrooms. Locally, Hayes locked arms with regional field commanders of equal spine and authority. In the West, Principal Edmund Jefferson Oliver of Fairfield Industrial High, who rejected Eurocentric curriculums to build a legendary feeder system for Miles College. To the South, Principal J.S. Abrams of Bessemer Industrial High, who engineered an elite academic standard to funnel a scholastic powerhouse straight into Alabama State College. To the North, Dr. William Hooper Council, who turned shackles into scholarship to found William H. Council High and Alabama A&M University. These leaders treated their classrooms as fertile nurseries, cultivating the soil of the black mind for a grand harvest at our HBCUs. Serving as a visiting professor for the Birmingham Center of Alabama State College, Dr. Hayes personally ensured that the high school curriculum perfectly cross-pollinated with university expectations. They ensured that when a child graduated, they left as master builders destined to sustain black institutions nationwide. The Closing Challenge: A Legacy of Love. In 1960, the city built Carroll W. Hayes High School to reinforce segregation. But Dr. Hayes turned it into a sanctuary of excellence. Today, that legacy breathes through Hayes K-8 school. As we kick off Pacesetters Alumni Week, we gather at this sacred final resting place where Dr. Carroll W. Hayes and his beautiful wife rest in eternal peace. Their life's assignment flawlessly completed. My mind travels back to 1983, when I had the supreme honor of serving as the Student Government Association president for the Carroll W. Hayes High School. By then, Dr. Hayes was well up in age and could no longer walk our hallways, but his spirit never left those corridors. I was blessed to look into his eyes and receive his wisdom firsthand. As our meeting closed, he looked at me with warmth of a father, a shepherd, and gave me a direct charge. my babies that I love them. For over 4 decades, I have carried those words like a sacred trust. And today, standing at his gravesite, I am fulfilling that assignment once more to every educator, alumnus, and friend hearing my voice. Dr. Hayes loves you. He loved you when he fought for your textbooks and built your libraries. And his love lives on through every step you take for education. As we lay this wreath for Dr. Hayes, let this moment be a renewal of our vows. Walk with your head held high. Carry that industrial high, proud spirit in your chest. Walk with that pace-setter, proud stride in your step. And stand unmovable in your Black history proud conviction in your soul. The pace has been set. The message has been delivered. Now let's go out, protect his babies, and keep the legacy alive. God bless you, and long live the Pacesetters.